Hello friend, welcome to another video tutorial, and today we will discuss about the structure of human heart. Structure of human heart. As we know that the human heart is four chambered, four chambered, two auricle and two ventricles. Okay, now if we draw a diagram for this, the human heart is a human heart is a clinched shape with about 300 gram of weight, and the two chambers are small and two chambers are large. The two upper small chambers are known as auricle auricle and two lower chamber are known as ventricle. Two lower chamber are known as ventricle. The upper layer of heart is known as pericardium. The layer of heart or covering found around the heart is known as pericardium, which can be divided into three layers: epicardium, the outer one, mesocardium, the middle one, and endocardium, the most inner one. So there is three layers, and between the outermost layer, also known as parietal, and the inner one layer, that is known as visceral, and a liquid is filled inside these two parietal and visceral layers is known as pericardial fluid. Pericardium, pericardial fluid. Okay, this is the about the layers. Now we get to know about these. These are the boundaries of heart, and these are the auricle. This side, one side, this is known as the right, and this side is known as left. This side is known as left side. So this is the left auricle, this is the left ventricle, this is the right auricle, and this is the right ventricle. Okay. Now a this layer which is present between two auricles is known as interarterial septum. It is known as interarterial septum, and this layer is known as interventral septum. Interventral septum. Okay, and a very interesting fact that during in embryonic stage there is a small pore inside this septum which is present in between arterial, yeah, auricles. And as we know that in embryonic stage, in embryonic stage, the lungs are non-functionals. Lungs are non-functional. So blood is not transported to the lungs from this right auricle to left auricle. Blood migrate via this pathway. Okay, and this condition is known as foramen ovalis. Foramen ovalis. ठीक है? And later on, when the child birth and this small openings start filling slowly, and a pit is produced here, which is known as the fossa ovalis. Fossa ovalis. But in some cases, this pit formation is not proceed further, and a small hole is remain there, which is known as foramen ovalis, or which cause a blue baby syndrome. So this in embryonic stage, this opening is known as fossa ovalis. When it does not fill after the birth, then it is known as foramen ovalis, and it cause a disease which is known as blue baby syndrome. Okay, it is very important. Now, the right side have deoxygenated blood. Which type of blood? That is deoxygenated. And the left side of the heart have oxygenated blood. Okay, that thing. And what happened like this? A vein, arteries are there. The artery veins collect the blood from body and give it to the supervena cava. Supervena cava, which open into this auricle, this right auricle. Okay, and this right auricle open into a this right ventricle, and it have three valve. This opening have three valve, which is known as tricuspid valve. And from there, another uh, pulmonary vein, sorry, pulmonary artery is originated, which have two walls. These walls are semi-lunar, यानी कि half, it is half moon-like structure. This it contains, this is known as the pulmonary artery, the only artery which contains deoxygenated blood, and the blood reach to the lungs, and from lungs to this blood again come to this auricle side, in this side. So it also open in left auricle, and this left auricle opened into left ventricle, which have two valves, and these walls are also known as mitral wall. Hmm. And from this, a big, which is opened by two valves, semilunar valves similar to the pulmonary vein, have two valves known as aorta, aorta, yeah, aorta, like this. If we see this here, this diagram, this is the ventricle, this is the auricle, this is the another auricle, and this is the ventricle. Okay, so this is the aorta, and aorta have three upper openings. Aorta have three upper openings here. One goes to brain, and this to left side of upper chest, and this is to the sorry, this is left side to the left side of chest, means soldiers, etc. And this is towards the right side of body, so upper chest part. and then this layer again goes to lower side and give blood to the lower body. So there is two distribution of blood from the heart towards the upper side and towards the lower side from this aorta. Okay, and this super vena cava open into right auricle, collect the blood from whole body. This is from upper side and this is from the lower side. Okay, and now the interesting fact is that in heart towards the right auricle, towards the right auricle, there is a structure which can produce its own differentiation, potential differences. Electropotential, we mean to electropotential difference create, and this structure is known as SA node. This structure is known as, sorry, that's place, this place, towards the upper side of most auricle. This is known as the sino arterial node, and this can produce a electropotential here. This electropotential generated here is transferred to this AV part. This goes to this AV part, and this AV part have connected with a small bundles, and these bundles are known as the bundle of His. And these bundle of His also further connected to small thread-like structures which are known as the chordae tenderini or Purkinje. Okay, and the electropotential generated here is transferred to there and then there. And these Purkinjes are connected to these muscles which are present in heart. These muscles are known as cardial muscles. And these muscles have a one good quality that they did not goes under any fatigue. When we are in embryonic stage and we have in first month of embryo, then the first heartbeat is generated and till the death it is continuously beaten uh, by this axon. So this sinoatrial node is also known as the pacemaker. It is also known as pacemaker. Okay, and the heart, due to this pacemaker or its own activities controlled by itself, that's why the heart is also known as the myogenic. Heart is also known as myogenic, and it's look like a clenched fist, एक बंद मुट्ठी के जैसा दिखाई देता है. That's why, and its weight is 300 grams. Okay, so this is about the structure of heart. Hope so you will understand. I repeat it again. The human heart have four chambers, two ventricle and two auricles. Right side of the heart contain deoxygenated blood, and left side of blood heart is contain oxygenated blood. Okay. Uh, the left ventricle is someone small and thick muscles, while the right ventricle have some thin. Okay, there is a septal wall between auricles, which is known as the interseptal wall, and there is a wall between ventricles that is known as the interventricular septum. Okay, or there is a uh, wall between right auricle and right ventricle, which is guarded by three valves. That's why it is known as tricuspid. And between left and right auricle there is a wall which is guarded by two uh, wall with two gates, that is known as the mitral wall. And there is pulmonary artery originated from the right ventricle, and there is a aorta from the left ventricle, which is guarded by a semi-lunar wall, uh, which looks like a half moon-like. That's why they are known as the semi-lunar. Aorta have two supplies, one for upper body above the heart and one for the lower towards the body. In upper side, there is three arteries are originated from aorta, one for brain, two for the towards the shoulder sides, left side and right sides. And then this aorta goes to downward direction, which supply blood to the lower body part. Okay, and in next video we will discuss about how heart is work and how the blood flow from oxygenated to deoxygenated inside our body. I hope you will get understand something about the human heart. The